I'm Jordan Heckman. I am the founder of Jordan Station Design Co. We're a boutique architecture firm located in Jordan Station, Ontario. Typically, our clientele are homeowners or developers looking to make changes to a property or looking to build a new home. They tend to come to us with challenges such as, they haven't been through the process. They're really looking for someone to guide them through that, or they've been through the process previously, didn't have a great experience, or really looking for, a helping hand to go through this again. And sometimes they're coming to us with no experience at all, and really looking into what opportunities they can do with the property, how to make it their own, and that's how we like to help people. We started working with Sandler Milton and Andrew based on a recommendation of a strategic partner of ours. We were sitting down for a lunch one day. We were discussing, investment into building the business. At that point, I was thinking that we wanted to invest some money into marketing, and this strategic partner of ours kind of just put it out there and said, "Hey, I've been working with Andrew from Milton." From Sandler Milton, and he has made a huge impact on our business. I think it'd be worthwhile that you reached out, and I reached out immediately just after they did an introduction email, and I sat down with Andrew. I really liked what he had to say, and it was a really easy decision at that point. It was a no-brainer for me, and investing into the sales process was 100% the correct way to do it. We were really struggling getting the right work in. And my thought was, okay, if we can get more people coming through the door, we'll find the right people. And I was probably looking at it in the wrong way. The thought process was that we had enough people coming through, and it was about selling them the right services. And it was really about, learning the value of what we were actually providing. And Andrew's made a huge impact on that. I signed up for everything from the very beginning. I signed up for the sales process. I signed up for strategic planning. I signed up for leadership development, and I signed up for business coaching all at once. Figured go big or go home. I went through it first, and I brought one of our administrators, Ashley, along with me. I think it was nice having two of us in it so that we could kind of bounce back ideas back and forth off of each other. Once we had went through that, I put our design manager Lee through it, and one of our other techs, Kristen, through it. And really, that was in an effort for them to truly understand why we were making these changes to our sales process. Both of them are partially involved, but don't necessarily deal with the sales directly, but they do have clients that are coming to them. It could be previous clients, it could be just relationships with other contractors. And they needed to have a good understanding of what is this process? Why are we doing this? And how's it going to help us? And I think it's given them a really good understanding of that. They see the benefits of it now, and everybody's really on board with it. It was a lot of work all at once, and it really opens up your eyes to the challenges that you're facing as a business owner. I think, a lot of the time you kind of just run through the daily activities and you don't notice some of the issues that you have, or potentially areas where you need to work on. Especially from the sales side of things, we realized really, really quickly that we had no sales strategy. We had no documented sales process. We were kind of just winging it. There wasn't necessarily a specific way that we priced projects. And that alone was a huge eye-opener for me. Multiple others in my office also went through that training as well, which I think was really important. I think getting everybody on the same page internally as to the changes that we're making, why we're making the changes, and what they're going to do for us has made a huge impact on our business and our staff. I think the business coaching has helped a huge on that side of things. We learn a lot of the theories in the class, and we have to implement them. If you're not implementing them, you're not going to benefit from it. Having the coaching calls gives us an opportunity to kind of go over, we've implemented these things. This is what it's done. There could be a little tweak here. This is kind of the impact of it. I truly believe that it's a kind of a combination of everything that you're learning that's going to help you to get there. Without, if you're only the focus on one thing, I don't think it would have as big of an impact as it did on our business by doing everything. We've had some huge results. We have doubled, if not tripled, our fees. We're on a path to reduce our number of projects per year from about 150 probably down to about 70 or 80 this year. Still while maintaining our gross revenue, while drastically increasing our profit. This hasn't come easy. There's been some very, very hard decisions that have had to be made. Some that I didn't want to make, that I had to be coached into making. Some that I probably delayed longer than I should have. I think if there's one thing that Andrew will tell you is that, when you have to make that hard decision, you're going to take a lot longer than you should. But it's better just to rip the Band-Aid off and get it done, because those changes that we did make are the reason that we're in a much better position now. We went from last year losing a lot of money to having a 15% profit in the first quarter of this year, which is huge. And we've been working with Andrew since September. It's a no-brainer. I wish I had done it years before. I started this business in 2019, and if I had Andrew on my side in 2019 when I started this thing, my business would be very, very, very different right now. It has been a huge help. There's not even a question about it. I think change is very difficult, and as a business owner, you have to be open to it. Without being open to it, you're going to get stuck in a place of complacency, and ultimately, you're not going to be able to grow your business.